Hey, what's going on, people? Patrick here with Silver Wolf Gear Reviews, and I'm here to talk to you about a opinion of mine that a lot of people might disagree with. But again, it's my opinion, and you have the right to disagree with it. All right, and that is putting a flashlight on your handgun. Okay, this happens to be my M&P 2.0 compact. All right, this is not my normal EDC carry. This is my nightstand gun. Okay, so there is a flashlight on there, as you can see. Okay, I paid 25 bucks for this flashlight on Amazon. Now, do I recommend putting it on your gun? That's the controversy. Okay, in my opinion, if you have kids in the house or other people living in your house that is not your significant other, not your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever friend living there with you, it's not one of them that they're sleeping in the same bed with you, it happens to be a kid or another person sleeping in your house, I would tell you, no, don't do it. All right? Now, I know a lot of you people are freaking out, probably on your keyboards right now, going, well, you're crazy, blah, blah. Just listen to me for 1 second, please. All right, imagine this situation. You have a kid in your house, 5, 10, whatever, or 15 years old. Okay, so you have this at your nightstand, put the flashlight on it. 3 o'clock in the morning, you hear bumping in the night. Okay, or power goes out, and you're like, oh crap, and you get up and you're thinking, okay, somebody in the house, somebody not in the house, what's going on? So you get up and now you're walking around, you got no power to turn on, you put your flashlight on, and you come around the turn, and it happens to be your kid, okay, that you're pointing this thing at. The kid get up to get something to drink, all right? You're going to scare the shit out of your kid. Okay, and hopefully your adrenaline wasn't going enough that you weren't shaky when you came around the turn, that you weren't scared, and you didn't do something else. Okay, so I really want you to think about that. You come around the turn, you got this thing pointing, the flashlight's pointing, and you shine it, and there's your kid standing there. Okay, and not a situation you want to be in. All right, me, it's just me and the wife. My kids are grown up and moved out. Okay, so if I'm sleeping next to her, and I wake up because I hear a noise in the night, she's 99% of the time sleeping right next to me. Okay? So that's why I put this on here, because she's next to me. There's nobody else that should be in my house. When I have guests that sleep over, I take it off. All right? I pull this off, and then if, God forbid, I gotta get up in the middle of the night, and because something's going on, I'm walking around with this, and this is on my side, hanging down. I'm not pointing the handgun, because I don't want to scare the crap out of anybody or have a negligent discharge and do something that I'm going to regret for the rest of my life, and neither do you. So that is my opinion on that. And that's the kind of situations that can happen if you really think about it. Like I said, you don't want to do something like that to a little kid, especially because that kid's going to be scarred for the rest of their life. If, God forbid, you didn't do the worst. So like me, I take this off when there's other people in the house besides me and the wife. And I use it just as a regular flashlight. Now, I also practice one-handed shooting. Okay, I'm pretty good. I'm actually better, to be honest with you, shooting one-handed than I am with two. Okay, at least the first 2 shots. If I try to rapid fire, then I'm like going up. Okay, most situations, you're probably not going to be rapid firing. One shot usually ends the problem. And if it does come down to it, then I need 2 hands, then I'm two-handing it. But, that seems to be a lost art these days, that people shoot one-handed. I try to keep myself proficient at it, and actually I try to switch up hands too, just in case something happens to my dominant arm. But, there's a lot of ways to do it. If you have the flashlight in your hand, okay, you can do one of these, the light's on. Let's put the light on. Light is on. I'm looking, I'm resting the gun on my hand, or I'm putting over the top like this, going around. There's a lot of ways you can practice if you want to do it that way. Me particularly, I have the flashlight here, the gun is down, and if I have to, God forbid, somebody's threatening the family and trying to come at me, then I can hold the flashlight up and with the arm, I'm ready to go. All right, that's something you should really think about. Now, there's a lot of people out there that have it on their EDC. I don't put a flashlight on my EDC. I think that why, I'm carrying every day. Where am I going? I don't live in the woods, and if I do, I'm carrying a flashlight with me. It's in my truck. I have a flashlight. If something happens, I gotta get out of the truck and I need a flashlight, I'm taking the flashlight out. I'm not taking the gun out to look around. I'm taking the flashlight out. The gun's on my side, and I'm walking around with the flashlight. If I need to, then I'll draw. But I have the flashlight just in case I don't want to scare shit out of anybody else. But God forbid a cop pulls up and you're standing there outside with this thing attached to your EDC gun, and you're fixing a flat tire or looking under your car or whatever the case is, and he's going to be like, why the hell you got your gun drawn? So don't fall into those kind of situations. And also, I think it's a waste of money. Like some of these flashlights are ridiculously priced. Like I've seen EDC flashlights that are like $200, $300. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, it's 1,000 lumens, and I'll buy a regular damn hand flashlight that's got 1,000 lumens for $25, $50, whatever it is. I'm not going to spend $200 on it. And I definitely, again, if it's my EDC, I don't want to be adding more bulk to it. Right? I'm trying to hide it, conceal it. So why do I want to stick something else on there? And I got to practice with shooting with the flashlight on it all the time, so because that's going to change the weight of the handgun. And it's also more weight that you got to carry. Think about it that way too, regardless, yeah, it's a couple of ounces, but it's a couple more ounces that you're adding on to your EDC. So, my thing is get a separate flashlight if you need it. And again, nobody lives in my house besides me and the wife, so that's why that's on there. And if people come over, like I said, I take it off of there and I leave it off next to the handgun so I can take both of them when I need it. So if you agree or disagree, put it in the comments. We can definitely chat about it. I'd like to hear your opinion. I don't mean to offend anybody, if you got different ideas, but I want to put it out there. There's a lot of new gun owners out there, so you really need to think about things. Safety for your family. Being a gun owner is being a responsible gun owner. Okay, so think about that. You don't want to do anything you're going to regret for the rest of your life. All right, so please, like and subscribe. All right, that's the only way to get around the YouTube algorithms that are on there. I don't make any money in this. I don't do it for money to begin with. I work a regular 50-hour-a-week job. I do this to try to help people out and throw out some products and some ideas that I have, some products that I like, try to save you some money. Again, this flashlight I happen to have, it was $25 on Amazon. You can find them on there, there's all different ones. Now I do know with certain handguns, like this particular one, let me get it off, would not fit on my Beretta APX. All right, the Beretta APX, the pick rail is a lot wider, so it wouldn't fit on there. So just letting you know that. That's all, folks. Thank you very much for watching the video. See you next time.